Creating Microsoft is not the only thing Bill Gates turned heads with. Imagine buying a car and not being able to import and drive it. But it took Bill Gates some time to get his sweet ride into the USA. How did he bridge that gap? Well, here is Bill Gates Porsche 959 review. Everything inside and out. After meeting Steve Ballmer at Harvard University, they went on to start their software company Microsoft and introduce it to the world in 1975, earning Gates $350 million and making him a billionaire at 31, a status he has held onto for over 15 years. Still, among the richest billionaires in the world, Bill Gates is number 4 on the Forbes list of the world's richest people. Bill Gates has acquired quite a lot with his wealth these past few years, from private islands, mansions, private yachts, private jets, and of course a fleet of luxurious and expensive cars. His car collection includes the Ferrari 348, Jaguar XJ6, Ford Focus, Porsche 911, Porsche Taycan, and the famous Porsche 959. The Porsche 959 is one of the rarest cars there is, only produced in a limited edition. It is actually a fascinating car, and for Gates to buy and adore the car so much means it was pretty expensive. Want to find out about the price? Keep watching. We'll get to that in a bit. Let's dig into the Porsche 959.
Finally finished.
Design, performance, and price. Created from 1985 to 1988 and weighing 1,450 kilograms, the Porsche 959 with no doubt is still classified as one of the best sports car in the world, and with a top speed of more than 195 per hour, and could go from 0 to 60 in less than 3 seconds. The Porsche 959 came with a 2.85-liter unit air-cooled flat-six powerhouse, with the 959 Sport reaching a top speed of 198 miles per hour and the Comfort model reaching 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.7 seconds. Its design was inspired by the Porsche 911, coming in as a 4-wheel drive, adjustable suspension, air-cooled cylinders, a twin-turbocharged DOHC flat-six engine with 4 valves on each cylinder, Bosch Motronic 2.1 fuel injection, and superb aerodynamics with 0.32 drag coefficient, and automatic ride height adjustment improving the stability and suspension of the vehicle. It also came with central lock hollow magnesium wheels with built-in tire pressure monitoring, Bridestone's run flats, an ABS system rated for 200 miles per hour, and a hydraulic suspension with adjustable ride height. Also that the originally 444 horsepower engine could push the 0.31 CD Kevlar aluminum body beyond Ferrari F40 speeds.
Yes!
The starting price for the Porsche 959 was $225,000. For all the biggest Bill Gates news and content, join our team by subscribing to the channel below. Bill Gates, the Porsche 959 versus the USA. Well, technically, the Porsche 959 is more than 25 years old, so it can now be imported legally today. But it took Bill Gates a hefty 13 years to get his ride out of the customs service at the Port of San Francisco. But how exactly was he able to work and wait all this time just to get his car onto US soil? We'll find out shortly. There were many rumors as to why Gates couldn't get his car and freely drive it. Gates encountered issues in customs in the USA, and it took so long for authorities to let Gates drive it through to the USA. Until Gates and his lawyers worked continuously to bring out the Show and Display Law in 1999, which indicated that the 959 and a selected number of vehicles can be allowed into the US, as long as they do not travel more than 2,500 miles annually. According to AutoWeek, lawyer Warren Dean assisted Gates in drafting the legal paperwork necessary to reclaim his Porsche 959 and submitted it to the courts. If 500 or fewer cars were produced, if they weren't currently produced, if they were never US legal, and if they were rare, you can import them without having to pass DOT standards. As long as they met EPA standards and were driven no more than 2,500 miles per year, they'd be legal. Any car can be approved for importation under the Show and Display Amendment to the Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standards in the US if it is of such historical or technological significance that it is in the public interest to show or display it in the United States, even though it would be difficult or impossible to bring the vehicle into compliance with the Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standards.
Bummer.
The 959 was never approved entry by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration for use on American streets because the Department of Transportation, DOT of the United States, needed 4 vehicles for crash testing, emissions, and other testing required, while vehicle manufacturers such as Toyota didn't require emissions tests to be performed. But some instances also stated that vehicles like the Porsche 959 already had crash and emissions tests done after the manufacturing of the vehicle. Therefore, there is no need for the DOT to request 4 cars to perform the crash testing. The show and display rule in the long run served as a loophole that permitted a wide variety of automobiles to enter America, and the Porsche 959 was one of those cars. Today, importing foreign cars, perhaps like a Porsche 959, EPA requirements no longer apply to them because technically they are more than 25 years old. Bill Gates was prepared to do anything he could to get his Porsche back, despite the fact that he is one of the world's wealthier men. This showed just how much he loved the Porsche 959. Don't get it wrong, Gates definitely loves his other Porsches. Hop on this video and find out about Bill Gates' cars collection, Billionaire Gates' 2022 cars and hiding exposed.